Hello, class. I hope your week is going well so far. I wanted to take a couple of minutes here to go over our Module 4 assignments. There are two assignments this week. The first one is the 4-1 decision tree, and this is where you will create your thesis statement. And our second assignment is the 4-2 preliminary introduction. And this is where you will craft an introduction for your paper, incorporating the thesis statement that you wrote for our first assignment. Uh, the main thing I want to go over here is the Module 4 decision tree, creating a thesis statement. And I just want to emphasize here that you will be shifting your focus to an argument about your chosen piece and its success. So this is one thing to remember here is that you are not just simply summarizing your chosen article, but you are making an argument about the success of that article. Okay. So this is important to think of as you analyze your article. And this is the main component of an analysis is creating an argument and showing why your argument is true. Okay, so let's take a look here. This at the guidelines and rubric here. So let me just pull up the template for you. Okay, and this is where you will I you will fill out these tables to create your full thesis statement. So here's where you will first, insert the text you selected or the article name that you selected for your project there. And then here you will identify your topic. And next, you will evaluate the effectiveness of the article. And this is what I was discussing before, is that you will analyze the effectiveness of your article, and that will be the focus and objective of your final analysis project. So here is where you will want to make your claim as to whether that article that you selected is effective or ineffective. Okay, and then in the second part, you will combine the topic and the claim, and this will be the first part of the thesis statement. Okay, so let me just switch over here to the exemplar. And this is an example of how a student completed this assignment based on their chosen article by Dana Rose Manier. And that is not an article that you will be using. So, but it's good for an example here. So here you will identify your topic, and the student identified the topic as productivity culture. And then the claim. Okay. So as Rose Manier claims, being productive is important, but she doesn't effectively argue that creating a balance between productivity and regular life is equally important. So this is the main claim here, is that what the article is claiming and why it is not effective. Okay, so this is the student's analysis, is that the article is not effective in proving her claim. Okay. And then you will combine these two. Productivity is important, but equally important is creating a balance between productivity and regular life. So this is the first part of the thesis statement. And now you're going to look at the second part of your thesis statement. So this will be one reason your claim is true, okay? So one reason the article is effective or ineffective. Okay, so Is your article ineffective or effective, and why? So this will be your first reason why or why not. This will be the second reason why or why not the article is effective. And then you will have a third reason as to why the article is effective or ineffective. And then you will combine those three pieces. So let's take a look again here at the exemplar. So the student's first reason as to remember why the article is ineffective. So she overly emphasizes the value of productivity and ways to be a productive worker. So this student is saying that she focuses too much on that. And then she emphasizes the importance of work-life balance, but does not offer as many ways to truly take a break. So this is showing why she is ineffective in this aspect. And then she also does not offer as many ways to improve the personal side of life to create that balance. So you see that these are three specific reasons that will prove this claim up here that the article is ineffective. Okay. Now that you have all of this completed, you will combine all those parts to create the full thesis statement. Okay. So here, Rosmanier argues for a balance between productivity and downtime, emphasizing the value of productivity and ways to be a productive worker. So you see how we are getting this first reason in there. And then, but although she emphasizes the importance of work-life balance, as we see here, she does not offer as many ways to truly take a break. So this is our second reason, and improve the personal side of life to create that balance. Okay, so you see how this student combined all the parts here, the first part of the thesis statement, and then the with including the claim, and then the reasons that support that claim as to whether the article is effective or ineffective. Okay, so I just really wanted to emphasize here that the focus of your analysis will be whether the article is effective or ineffective. And this will really, really help you as you craft your analysis, which the first part of your analysis will be due next week in Module 5, and then the final analysis will be due in Module 7. So maintaining this focus here will really help you as you continue analyzing your piece. Okay? So that's the main focus of the video that I wanted to share today. And then when you get to the next assignment, which is the introductory paragraph, just remember that you will, I'll just pull this up here too. You will incorporate that thesis statement into your introductory paragraph. So here you will draw the reader in with sentences that draw the reader in, provide an overview of the topic, making sure that you include the title and author to provide your reader context. And then you will include the thesis statement that you created in the 4-1. Okay, and then you'll combine that to create your full introductory paragraph. And one thing to remember here is that this introductory paragraph will be incorporated into your draft next week. Okay, I hope that helps to clarify, and please let me know if you have any questions. And have a great week.